Will Britney Spears be free on September 29th? Well, let's break it down. My name is Christopher Melcher. I'm a California attorney, and I've been spending a lot of time thinking about this petition that Jamie Spears has filed to end the conservatorship. It's hard to trust anything coming from Jamie Spears, but now everyone has gone on record saying that they want to end the conservatorship. And it's for the court to determine how to do it. In law, there's procedures that have to be followed before the court can have authority to do anything. And that's where I want to talk about is the expectations that we realistically can have on September 29th and how things might go different than what we're expecting. When Jamie filed his petition to end the conservatorship, it was set for January 28th of next year. Now, fortunately, that has been vacated, meaning canceled, and a new date has been selected for September 29th. So that's great news. It means that a petition has been filed to end the conservatorship, notice has duly been given, and it's set for September 29th. So that gives the court authority to act on that day. And the question is, will it do so? Will it end it or not? And I believe that's the tactic that Jamie's using. He's trying to be cute about this in a way, saying, oh, you want it to end? Fine, I will file a petition. Because remember, Britney has not filed her own petition to end the conservatorship yet. Jamie's gone ahead and done it for her. We'll see in the next week whether Matthew Rosengart, Britney's attorney, is going to file a joinder in that request, meaning that he also supports on behalf of Britney Spears the ending of the conservatorship on September 29th. What I think Jamie's up to is the realization that there is a lot of things in play here on this conservatorship. It's not only over her person, but it's over the finances, and her finances are complicated. Will the court realistically just end the conservatorship on September 29th without some kind of transition period? And that's what concerns me, is that the court may say it's too quick, too sudden, that there needs to be some period where Jamie Spears would turn over the reins and the books and records to someone that Britney hand selects to help manage her finances and legal affairs. Would the court do that on September 29th? It can. Or would it say that there needs to be some transition period to protect her? We don't know that, and that's what we're waiting to see. We know that this is a tactical move by Jamie Spears because he leaked it to the press. He told the press about this before he even told Matthew Rosengart. It's unbelievable. The court should be outraged by that. This is a legal proceeding. Britney Spears should not be learning, or her attorney should not be learning about it from the press, should be learning about it from Jamie's counsel or Jamie himself. And that is outrageous that it was leaked, and it shows his intentions were to try and rehabilitate his image, not to advance her best interests. And to me, that's just one of the many grounds in and of it. Another reason why he may have done this is for delay. Because if the court sees that the conservatorship is ending and wants an orderly transition, it may say that Jamie's already in control of the finances and Jamie should just continue on in that role. And that's really what I'm concerned about happening. That if the court wants this orderly transition period before ending the conservatorship over her estate, would the court switch out to somebody else on a temporary basis to wind down the conservatorship? Or would the court believe it's more efficient to leave Jamie in that role for a bit longer to do the wind down? That may be his strategy. He may think that the court will leave him in place for the wind down period, and then if he can sell that to the court on September 29th, drag his feet into next year while maintaining control. That's the fear that I have. I am sure that Britney's attorney will resist heavily keeping Jamie Spears in place for one day longer, even if it's inefficient, even if it delays the wind down of the conservatorship. Jamie Spears needs to be removed immediately. He is taking advantage of Britney, and every day, every moment that goes by gives him an opportunity to do further harm. Britney has filed a petition to remove Jamie Spears and appoint a temporary successor, meaning a replacement to take over Jamie's position over her finances. Jason Rubin, an accountant, was selected as this temporary successor, but Mr. Rubin withdrew, and Britney's attorney is not named a successor. It would be safer for Britney's attorney to nominate somebody else this coming week so the court can put somebody else in charge other than Jamie Spears. It's best to give the court a lot of options, because if no replacement has been nominated for Jamie and the court wants this orderly transition period to happen, then it's kind of stuck with Jamie. So to me, it would be safer to have a nominee ready to go if the court wanted to take that option. And it may be hard to find a replacement. Who in their right mind would want this role? Britney Spears has made it clear that she does not want this conservatorship to continue, and anyone that would agree to serve in this role, even on a temporary basis, would probably get roasted on social media. So there may be difficulty in finding a replacement, and that may be why Mr. Rosengart hasn't named somebody else. That brings us to Jodi Montgomery, the conservator over Britney's person that controls where Britney goes and who she sees, things like that. Those powers end on October 8th. Now, the court could just let that die. It would be easier for the court not to take action to extend Jodi Montgomery's powers beyond October 8th so that her powers end on October 8th according to the existing order. It's easier for the courts to do nothing than it is for them to do something. So I'm hoping that's what we get at minimum on September 29th, is a statement by the court that Jodi Montgomery's role will not be extended and the conservator over the person will end on October 8th. That would be a huge win, because the controls over Britney's life would be taken away, leaving then only the controls over the finances. And I'm not trying to minimize that in any way, but there's a lot better situation for Britney if the only thing left of this conservatorship on a temporary basis is that over her finances, and let that wind down while she gets her other liberties restored. That's the appropriate thing to do, because now everyone says there's no need for conservatorship. So if the court's not willing to just kill the whole thing on September 29th, at least it should get rid of the conservator over the person. Under the probate code, a conservatorship should only be imposed on somebody in the most narrow way possible, only to serve the absolute need that's present and nothing more. So there's certainly no need to control where Britney Spears lives, sees, does, social media, any of that stuff. That should immediately be restored to her. And that would leave in place only the restrictions on her finances. Again, the court may feel that it's necessary to have some kind of transition period. And if that's going to happen, at least give her personal freedoms back, get somebody in charge as a temporary conservator over the estate to wind things down, and then we could have this done pretty quickly. And then it would be up to Britney to take action, to hold those accountable who did this to her. She'll never get her 13 years back, but she could get justice, not only for herself, but for others. This will be part of Britney's legacy. The terrible things that happened to her in this case will hopefully make a difference to other people so it doesn't happen to them. That courts need to understand the law, follow the law. They need to use common sense to avoid being fooled into making orders like the ones that the court made here. And then finally, and probably most importantly, courts need to use empathy for the people that appear before them. Hey, I hope you're finding these videos helpful. I'm going to be in the court live streaming for Popcorn Planet on September 29th. And if you can't be there in person, I hope you can join us on the stream.